money you have made. What is your net worth in terms of assets, houses,
Mr.
land,
Speaker,
cash, and bank?
Residential houses, Mr. Speaker, my total net worth is about 700 million. Movable assets of about 40 million, Mr. Speaker. Land and farm, about 756 million, Mr. Speaker. Cash and current assets of about 64 million, Mr. Speaker. Beg your pardon. And interest and shares in companies, approximately 1.5 billion. So a total of about 3.01 billion, Mr. Speaker. Yes. Conservatively, Mr. Speaker.
Conservatively, you are worth over 3 billion. That's what you said, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Have you ever been convicted? Yes, Jeanette.
Mr. Speaker, when I listened to the presentation on the issue of net worth, the nominee said he has a movable assets. I suspect that should be vehicles and such things.
Yes,
for
Mr.
40
Speaker.
million shillings.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Only.
Conservatively, yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw another vehicle that looks very ugly. I thought that alone is 40 million. The one that looks like something else on the road. You remember?
Mr. Speaker, vehicles get devalued almost up to zero, accounting-wise. And you know the prudent rule in accounting, you anticipate both losses and profits. So, yes, it could be about 40 million.
Yes, Murugara?
It is said he also owns a chopper, and I don't see it anywhere here. A chopper. He actually it's a movable. No.
Mr. Speaker, it is true. I had one at some point when I was a young man.
What happened to it?
And I could fly it myself. I'm a pilot myself, Mr. Speaker. So when I couldn't fly as much, I decided to let it go.
You sold it?
Yes, I sold it.
So it's part of the 3.06 billion.
Yes, it's part.
Have you ever been convicted of an offense in a court of law?
No, sir, I have never been convicted.
Have you ever been adversely mentioned in any parliamentary committee report, apart from the cited documents?
No, I have never been mentioned, Mr. Speaker.
Do you hold an office in a political party?
No, I don't, Mr. Speaker.
Tujibebe.
I resigned from Tujibebe when I was nominated by the president.
You nominated a caretaker?
Not as yet. The party is going through the process.
Have you ever been dismissed or removed from an office?
No, sir.
On account of contravention of Article 75 of the Constitution?
No, sir, I have never been.
Okay. Have you ever been adversely associated with practices that depict bias, favoritism, tribalism, nepotism in the discharge of your duties?
No, sir, but a couple of years ago, I was taken to court on hate speech, but I was acquitted of the charges. That's like nine years ago that I had said something in a Thika stadium that was not pleasant for political opponents, but I was taken to court and I was acquitted.
Was it tribalistic or nepotistic?
No, it was not tribalistic. It was just political statements.
Right. Thank you. We now come to an end with you. Make sure you collect your documents that have been cross-checked with what we have and found to be in order. There was a bit of memoranda on you. We've seen your responses and they are reasonably satisfactory. So unless you are lawfully held,
thank you so much.
You are discharged to
thank
go
you so
back
much,
to your
Mr. Speaker,
businesses.
And, members of the National Assembly. Asanteni sana.
Thank you, Honorable Kabogo. Members,